Da 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 da. Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Jeremy Reviews the Senate. Joining me today to celebrate this special episode with me is my very best friend in the whole wide world. Jeremy, thank you for being here.
My pleasure, Jeremy. Oh, it's such a lovely day, isn't it? Oh, yes, it is. I'm going to eat some walnuts later.
Thank you. In today's very special episode, we will be reviewing the One Nation Party. Now, for those of you who don't know, I was certainly one of those people before I clicked on their website. The One Nation Party is headed by Pauline Hanson. Ah, yes, Pauline Hanson, you might say. I recall her from that use your words, I would tell you. I recall her from that music song, I Don't Like It. And I would reply, no, that was Pauline Pantsdown parodying Pauline Hanson, and it was hilarious. If you have not seen I Don't Like It by Pauline Pantsdown, YouTube it, and all your fears and woes will be dispelled into the winds of satire. Pauline Hanson. You go to her website, you go to the One Nation website, and you see her there, and you can read her story, and it's all about, she told her father she was going to run for politics, and then her father was like, no, you'll never run for politics. No, it was more like, you'll never be evil enough to run for politics, it's a harsh game, you'll never make a difference. And then he died, and then she got in, and then some of her policies got in, and then she was like, take that, Dad, I got into politics, and I made a difference, yeah. And that's really, like, all her policies are like, I remember telling my dead father, and yeah. But it's great. So she's got her policies. She wants to bring it into one nation. You know, one nation. Wants everything in one nation. Somehow. I don't know. Her policies aren't really going towards that direction, but she's still tries her little heart out, and that's enough for me. So she's got this thing about euthanasia, where basically she's saying that people take out a form, much like a will, which basically says if I'm ever in, a vegetative state or something, you can kill me! And, yeah. Oh, here she is. I watched my father... Wait, Pauline Hanson. I don't like it. Please explain. I watched my father... No, that's horrible. I watched my father suffer in pain the last weeks of his life. He was ready to go. He wanted to be with the love of his life, my mother, who passed away 10 years prior. My father faced poor health in his last 8 years and was 87 when he died. At the very end, he was given morphine for the pain, but it was not enough. It only caused him more distress and discomfort because his body could not take it. What I saw my father go through is not what I want for myself. When my time comes. Thank you. She truly is the people of Australia. Yeah, so she's like saying, just fill out a form and then we'll kill you if you don't like your body. Is that? No, that's not right. No, it's hilarious. Her policies on illegal immigrants and boat people and people smugglers, sorry. I'm not sure if it's the format of the website, but when you click on illegal immigrants and people smugglers, you have policies, illegal immigrants and people smugglers. And the first two words under that are go back. Go back. Whereas if you click it, it takes you back to the policy page. Was that intentional? I like to think it was. I like to think it was. So basically they're saying, oh, illegal boat people are horrible. On average, 100 arrive a day. Supply of cigarettes to illegal boat people, 1.5 million a year. Oh, disgusting. You know, yada yada yada. Australia has to take a strong stance to show some leadership. My favorite part, One Nation solutions. Yes, tell us, Pauline Hanson, how will you solve this crisis we are in? Anyone arriving without paperwork immediately denied entry and sent back to their last known port before arrival or their homeland. There you are. Indonesia must be told that our foreign aid is on the condition that the illegal people smugglers must be stopped. People smuggling to carry a minimum jail term of 10 years to be served in an Indonesian prison, etc. For those who are genuine refugees and not here for economic reasons, bloody people stealing our jobs, are to be granted a temporary visa to be reviewed every 2 years. Depending on individual circumstances, to be sent back to their homeland if no longer a threat to their safety. My personal favorite, terminate being a signatory to the outdated 1951 UNHCR Refugee Convention. To be fair, I haven't read the 1951 UNHCR Refugee Convention, so it might be outdated. It might be. But, you know, it's not updated, it's just terminated. So, I'll be back. She has a policy on multiculturalism. Sorry, the party has a policy on multiculturalism. It's basically just Pauline Hanson, let's be honest. Go back. I love this. Multiculturalism has failed everywhere. Everywhere. It is negative and divisive, a weight that is drowning our once safe and cohesive society. One Nation will abolish multiculturalism and the Racial Discrimination Act and promote assimilation, nationalism, loyalty, and pride in being an Australian. She's like the Cybermen, but yeah, no, she is. I don't know. She's all for One Nation, but then she's trying to abolish things. They're talking about like people coming into Australia. They must accept the basic structures and principles of Australian heritage, society and culture, the Constitution and the rule of law, tolerance and equality, parliamentary democracy, freedom of speech and religion, and English as the national language. Whilst they may come from other countries and cultures, loyalty to Australia and Australian nationalism must come first. This means freedom of judgment or choice to choose wisely. With the current terrorist problems, this is essential. It is not intended to stereotype any group. Well, our policy in this regard has nothing to do with race. It is all about protecting our country from a real threat. One Nation will withdraw from UN treaties on migration and refugees that conflict with our sovereign rights and laws. One Nation proposes that immigration should become the Department of Customs and Immigration, responsible for protection of our coastline from illegal boat people, invaders, goods, drugs, firearms, and terrorists. Also control and monitoring of entry and leaving of people and goods, issue of passports, visas, and other documents. So, what I think One Party is trying to put across is that they're for One Nation. They want one strong, cohesive nation that is full of white people. And any outsiders won't be let in because they don't know. Yeah, cohesion. Yeah. I'm sorry. Let's see what the Pauline Hanson button does. Oh, my internet broke. My internet broke. I won't know what the Pauline Hanson button does. So much like the federal elections, because it's broken like my internet. Pauline. I wish you were like a candle in the wind. Half a star. Half a star. So that's it. I've done every party. You're welcome. So yeah, I whipped them out. You've got a week now. A week, less than a week if you're watching this later than when I've uploaded, which is, you know, most probable. To think about your choices. Who do you vote for? I know I've certainly going to vote for. I have no idea. But I'll vote for the Animal Justice Society. No, that was a lie. That was scientific things. Yeah, that's it. I'll probably do a review of everything if you want. I hope you've been keeping note, because there will be a quiz at the end. And if you don't get at least 50%, you will be deported. Sorry. But, you know. I just enforce the law, I don't write it. So yeah, join us for the recap. I'll probably do it later, when I've given some time to let that sink in. I've been doing this for at least 6 hours now, and I would really like to go home, which is convenient. Good night!